Hi everybody, welcome back to the self-check section 8.3 video. Let's take a look at number two. So number two states, suppose an internet marketing company wants to determine the current percentage of customers who click on ads on their smartphones. How many customers? Let me go ahead and highlight that because that means sample. How many customers should the company survey in order to be 90% confident that the estimated proportion is within 5 percentage points? That means error. So the keyword is within of the true population proportion of customers who click on ads on their smartphones, and then writes an interpretation. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick out what this question has given us. So we got to find a sample size, but so far we have confidence level given to us. So 90%, which is 0.9. And we know previously that we know what a critical value is for a 90% confidence level. So this gives us a critical value of 1.645. Okay, so 1.645 is a critical value for a 90% confidence level. And then we have our error given to us, so within 5 percentage points. So error is 5%, and we need to turn that into a decimal, so 0.05. Okay, so if you notice here, we're not given p hat. Okay, we're not given a sample proportion. So we need to use the sample size formula of, just going to write it out, the critical value squared times 0.25 over error squared. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in our values that were given. So 1.645 squared times 0.25 all over 0.05 squared. Okay, so let's go to our calculator and get our sample size. So let's go here, and it's best to just take it one step at a time. So what I'm going to do here is just square the 1.645 first. And that's what I get, 2.7 dot dot dot. And then still taking it one by one, I'm going to multiply it by 0.25. Okay, and that's what I get, 0.67 dot dot dot. And then I want to divide it by 0.05 squared. And that's what I get, 270.6025. Okay, but remember we always round up, and what we end up with is a sample of 271 customers. Okay, so let's go ahead and write out an interpretation for this. So I'm going to pause the video and you try and write interpretation and see if we get the same thing. Okay, welcome back. So this is the statement you should have came close to. So 271 customers must be randomly selected in order to be 90% confident that we are within 5% of the true population proportion of customers who click on ads with their smartphones. Okay, so some type of interpretation like that. Let's go ahead and look at the last question here. So, suppose a mobile phone company wants to determine the current percentage of customers age 50 up who use text messaging on their cell phones. How many customers age 50 up should the company survey in order to be 90% confident that the estimated sample proportion is within 3 percentage points of the true population proportion of customers age 50 and up who use text messaging on their cell phones, and the point estimate for the population proportion is 75%. So the point estimate for the population proportion is 75%. What that means is p hat equals 75%, which is 0.75. Okay, and remember q hat is 1 minus p hat. So this would be 1 minus 0.75, which is 0.25. Okay, so a couple things as well, like we have how many customers. That means we're dealing with a sample. We have the statement within 3 percentage points. That means our error. And we have 90% confidence. So let's go ahead and write some of this stuff down. We have error being 3 percentage points, which is 0.03. And we have a confidence level of 90%, which is 0.90. But remember that a 90% confidence level gives us a critical value of 1.645. Okay, so since we have p hat and q hat now, we have to use a different sample formula. So this will be z, or critical value z, times p hat times q hat, all over error still squared. So let's put in these values. We have 1.645 squared times p hat, which is 0.75, times q hat, which is 0.25, and it's all over 0.03 squared. Okay, so much like the last problem, let's take this one step at a time and make sure we're calculating our values correctly. Let's go to the calculator. Here I have 1.645 squared. Okay, and then I want to multiply it by 0.75. Then I want to multiply that by 0.25. And then I want to divide all of that by 0.03 squared. And that's what I get, 563.755. So let's go ahead and write that down. Okay, double check that. Ooh, 755. Okay, so let me write to 755, but recall we always round up. So our sample is going to be 564. 564. Okay, so luckily there's no interpretation for this problem. So that's it for Self-Checks 8.3. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.